Hello my dear friends, in this video we will going to learn another example, numerical number 6, which is exergy destruction during expansion of steam. What is that? Expansion of steam. That means there is a steam which is expand. So what is the situation here? The situation is the piston cylinder arrangement contains 0.05 kg of steam. So there is given mass of the steam is given 0.05 kg, right, at 1 megapascal and 300 degrees centigrade. So state 1 is given. What is that? P1 1 megapascal and T1 is 300 degrees centigrade. This is the state 1. That means there is a steam. This is steam. 300 steam is now expanded. This will expanded up to state 2. State 2 expanded to a final state at P2 200 kilopascal, and it expand temperature is reduced, so it is 150 degrees centigrade. So just half, right? Doing work. So during this expansion, steam develop work output. So during this process, doing work, heat lost from the system to the surrounding. So there is a piston cylinder. This is your cylinder and this is your piston. So piston cylinder arrangement. This is your piston cylinder arrangement, right? Okay, and this is our system. This is our system. Okay, so it is at pressure P1, temperature T1, right? This is state 1. State 1. Now at this stage the piston will expand. That means system will expand. The system will expand and it is final. It is at point 2. So reaches, it is at point 2. After expansion, it is reached at point 2. So this is our final system. So this is our final system, state 2. So the piston will expand and it reach at state 2. This is state 2 where the pressure P2 is given and temperature T2 is given. So now this is the expansion. During this expansion process, the system will lose heat. System will lose heat. How much? System will lose heat. Heat at 2 kilojoule. During state 1 to state 2, when the system will passes from state 1 to state 2, heat will release from the system to the surrounding and it reaches at point 2. And so what is the surrounding? Surrounding is given. The surrounding P0 and T0 is given. So during this process, work will also be developed. So heat loss from the system to surrounding are estimated to be 2 kilojoule during this process. Assume that the surrounding is to be, that means this is your dead state. Dead state is given. What is that? P0 is how much? 100 kilopascal and T0 is how much? 25 degrees centigrade. This is given, right? Now, so during this we determined number first, the exergy of the steam at the initial and final state. So what is number first? Number first, you have to calculate the exergy of the steam at the initial and final state. At the initial and final state, right? And number second, you have to calculate the exergy change of the system. Exergy change of the system. Right? And number three is that the exergy destroyed. Exergy destroyed, right? Exergy destroyed. And number fourth is second law efficiency for the process. Second law efficiency for this process, right? These four argument you have to find it. So what is the format is that? So what is that? The steam in piston cylinder arrangement, this is your steam at piston cylinder arrangement device expand at a specific state number 1. So the exergy of the steam at the inlet and final state, exergy change, the exergy destroyed, and the second law efficiency of this process are to be determined. Now, what is the assumption? The assumption only is that no change in kinetic energy and potential. That means system is stationary. We assume that the system is stationary, right? So we take system contained within the piston cylinder arrangement, right? And this is a closed system. So this is a closed system. Why? Because there is no any mass will enter to the system or exit from the system. So this is your closed system, right? In this process, what is the work output? This is the work output of the boundary work. So it will develop, due to expansion of its boundary, the system will develop boundary work, right? Boundary work is to be done by the system, and heat lost from the system during the process, right? This is your format. Now, first we determined the exergy of the system at initial state x1 and final state x2. So exergy at initial state x1 is what is for closed system? X1 is what is? M U1 minus U0 minus T0 S1 minus S0 plus P V1 minus V0. This is your exergy at initial state. This is your exergy at state 1, right? So there is a steam and we cannot treat as a constant Cp and Cv. So we going through from a table. So from a table you have to find it, what is u1 here, what is v1 here, and what is s1. So you have to find it from this table. You have to find it, all this value, right? And this is the dead state, and dead state also given is that there is a u naught is equal to roughly uf at 25 degrees centigrade. You have to find it. Similarly, v naught you have to find it, and s naught you have to find it. So all these have value from the stream table, right? From the stream table. So put all this value, mass and all this. So this is also from table, this is also from table, and this is p naught, mind it, this is also from table. So if you have all this value, so this is your 35 kilojoule. This is the exergy at state 1. Similarly, what is the exergy at state 2? x2. So exergy at state 2 is m u2 minus u naught minus t naught s2 minus s1 plus p naught v2 minus v naught. Why? Because we neglect change in kinetic and potential energy. So you have to put, so from u2 and v, this you have to calculate from this data. So from here you have to calculate u2, v2 and s2. So from here we have put all this value from table. So this is come out to be 25.4 kilojoule, right? So this is the exergy at state 2, right? Now in the next question B, question number B is that what the exergy change, that, so what is, first of all, what is the meaning of this? So what is the physical meaning up to this? So see that system initially had exergy x1 is equal to how much? 35 kilojoule, which is drop out to x2 is equal to 25.4 kilojoule. This will reduce at the end of the process. Yeah, in other words, we can say that, if steam were allowed to undergo a reversible process, if steam were allowed to go under a reversible process from the initial state to the dead state, it will produce. So we can say that from this value, if the system allowed to undergo a reversible process from state 1 to dead state, it would produce 35 kilojoule of useful work. Right? Similarly, if the system, so what is that? If the system will expand further and it will produce 25.4 kilojoule if the system undergoes a reversible process from a state 2 to a state dead state, so it will produce this much amount of useful work. So see, same heat transfer taking place during this process. Same heat transfer is taking place. This is heat transfer continuously. If this system is come to this state, so if we assume like that, if there is a system like this, if this is system 1 at state 1 will extract a heat, right, to a system, right, to a surrounding dead state 0. If this system, when it will reduce pressure and reduce temperature and then allowed to expand to up to atmosphere dead state with extract a same heat, though this extract reject a same heat, this will all S1 to S0 heat rejection Q, S2 to S0 same heat rejection, but during this process the exergy will reduce. So X1 to X2, so exergy will reduce. So the principle is that the energy, though there is a energy at initial state is same as the final state during the expansion, number first energy, right? What is the entropy? Entropy must be increased during this S1 to S2. So this will constant, this will conserve initial, final, and this will always increase. This will always increase, and exergy, that means availability, that means X2 minus X1 will always reduce. Will always reduce. So energy conserve, entropy will continuously increase of the system, and exergy will destroyed. So we can say that when the system will allow to equilibrium with a dead state with the same amount of heat rejection, there is a one exergy value, and if the system will allow to expand, and when it is come to a dead state, why? Because its temperature will reduce. So you can say that if this system, that means if there is a system, suppose at temperature T1, pressure P1, and it's allowed to a dead state with heat rejection, and another system have a temperature T2 and pressure P2 with rejection of same heat and allowed to a dead state. So there is a same heat transfer taking place up to dead state, but continuously the exergy will reduce. That means work potential of this heat transfer will reduce. Okay, so this will reduce. So the next question is that number B is that what is the exergy change? So exergy change, that means delta X is simply X2 minus X1, and this is to come out to be 9.6 kilojoule. So that is if the process between a state 1 to a state 2, if the process in between a state 1 to a state 2, in between a state 1 to a state 2 executed a reversible manner, the system would deliver, if the system, if the see, if this is our system, if this system S1 will equilibrium with a dead state, other system S2 same dead state, so this exergy will destroyed, and if this system S1 to execute S2, so this is your state number 1 and this is state number 2 and this is state 1 to 2. So during state 1 to 2, 9.6. So if this is a reversible manner, if system S1 is going to state 2 in a reversible manner, so reversible manner, so the system would deliver 9.6 kilojoule of useful work. So if the system S1 is equilibrium with surrounding temperature, if this is a reversible, so this much amount of useful work will done. If the system is at state 2 to its surrounding situation, so this much is your useful work. If the system is come state 1 to state 2, so this much amount of useful work will delivered by the system. Okay, now number C. What is number C? Number C is that the number C is exergy destroyed. Exergy destroyed. That means irreversibility. And we know that what is the exergy destroyed irreversibility? This is your T0 into S generation. So for S generation, how to calculate S generation? This is your entropy balance from entropy balance. And what is your entropy balance? So we know that what is your entropy balance? Delta S of a system is equal to Q by T plus S generation, right? What is delta S of the system? M S2 minus S1, initial to final state. What is your heat transfer? It will release Q by T, so minus plus S generation. So what is your S generation? Q by T plus M S2 minus S1. Put all this value. What is your Q? 2 by, what is the surrounding temperature? Surrounding temperature is, what is the surrounding temperature? Surrounding temperature is 25, so 298. This is T0, 298 plus what is the mass? 0.05 kg. What is S2? This is from table. If you calculate all this value, so there is a S generation is come out, and if you put the value 298 into the value S generation, so your answer is 4.3 kilojoule. So what is that? That means this. So what is that? This. What is mean that? This means that 4 point, this amount of work potential, this amount of work potential is wasted during this process. In other words, we can say that, or also we can say that additional 4.3 kilojoule of energy could have been converted to work during this process, to work during, you can write here, during this process, but, very important, but was not, right? So this must be. So due to this, the exergy will reduce. Now the next question is, last part of the question, last part is that the second law of efficiency. What is the second law of efficiency? So decrease, so we know that decrease in exergy of the system is the exergy expended. So the decrease, so decrease in exergy, so what is the decrease? So delta x, delta capital X, if you write delta capital X, so this is your decrease in exergy is what? Decrease in exergy is what? Decrease in exergy is nothing, is the exergy expended. And the useful work output, and useful work output is what? Exergy recover. Exergy recover. So the second law efficiency is what? It is exergy recover divided by exergy expended. So this is nothing, this is your useful work divided by delta x. So what? So now what is useful work? So now you have to calculate what is useful work. So what is useful work? See, for the calculation of useful work, we know that work useful is equal to actual work minus work done by the surrounding. This is you have. So what is the actual work? This is the boundary work which has to be done. This is out. And what is the surrounding? P0 V2 minus V1. This is your surrounding. So what is your boundary work? So now what is your boundary work? This has to be very important. So what is your boundary work? So boundary work is, from boundary work we have to find out energy balance. So from energy balance we know that energy in minus energy out is equal to delta E of system. So what is energy in? 0. There is no energy in. minus what is energy out, Q out, plus out boundary work is equal to what is your energy of the system, stationary system, delta U. So what is your boundary work? So what is your boundary work? This is your minus Q out minus delta U. So minus Q out minus what is delta U? M U2 minus U1. So what is Q out? Minus 2 minus 0.05, and you have U2 minus U1 from table. So this is to be 8.8 kilojoule. This is your boundary work. So if you put this value from the second law efficiency, so what is useful work? 8 point. So what is this? Is your boundary work. So this is your boundary work. So what is useful work? Sorry. W useful work is the boundary work is what? 8.8 minus P naught V naught. What is P naught? P naught is 100 kilopascal into this is to be from table. So this is out to be 5.3 kilojoule. So this is your useful work. So this is your useful work. So put here 5.3 divided by what is x2 minus x1. This is your 9.6. So if you have divided, so it is 55.6%. So the second law efficiency is how much? So the second law efficiency is your 55.2%. So that means 44.8% of the work potential of the system is waste during this process. So only 55.2% of the efficiency will be used to recover in useful work, and another 44.8% of work potential of the system is waste during this process. So this is very important in your, so this calculation is very important. This calculation is very important, my dear student. Always keep in mind. Keep in mind. Always, this calculation is always keep in mind. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.